A bit of advice here. I need a bit of advice here. I feel guilty as I feel as though I am the friend. Jesus, let me start off. I feel as though I'm really having a rough time.
Get it together, BB.
I'm really having a rough time here. I feel as though I am the friend that breaks up romance. I feel guilty that I am the one who caused problems to the relationships of my guys' friends. I'm not sure what it is, but I think my friends talk to me more than they talk to their women, and jealousy develops.
Oh, my God.
Let me finish. Purely factual, I know I was better looking than them. Wait, but I wouldn't say I'm Megan Fox either. I have been compared to Katy Perry. I guess she's pretty too, but whatever.
Are you fucking serious?
No, she really wrote that, and I butchered it the way I read it.
Oh, my God.
Now I'm in a situation that I don't know what to do with. Two of my friends, guys, seem to be flirting with me all the time, saying things that I see as a guy would only say to his girlfriend. I'm not really a flirty person. I'm a good listener, but talk a lot, so conversations are never dull. Is it me, or does that just say that she dresses like a fucking hottie and steers it towards sex? No, I'm reading the rest of this.
Yeah, just read the rest of it, because then I wanna unload.
Chime in.
I need to unload.
Okay. I was told twice after my friends broke their relationships off with their girlfriends that their girlfriends were jealous of me. But what do you expect? Of course we're going to have our inside jokes and lots in common. I have strong friendships and have known my friends usually longer than they have known their girlfriends.
It's not convenient.
I actually am pretty lucky when it comes to guys. I'm always treated like a princess, which I adore, of course. Partially because I'm not a horny slut who chooses hot guys who are assholes just to fuck.
What?
The downside, I'm not making this up, the downside of it all is I always feel bad about the whole situation. So bad about the whole situation. So I never get into relationships myself. So I thought I would ask you for your viewpoint in addition to my girlfriend's. What's your opinion? Should I draw myself back or go with the flow and then see what happens? P.S. I know your answer is going to be rude and biased, but it's okay. I get a kick out of it.
What does that mean? Go with her? What? What is that last sentence? I
think she's talking about.
She said, "Back off. Go with the flow."
I think she's talking about. I can't tell if she's talking about letting herself go to get into a relationship, or if she should back off her guy friends when they have girlfriends.
You know what?
Okay.
I have this to say to this girl. And I'm going to refer to this person as a girl, because only a girl would be so blatantly narcissistic and manipulative and then have the balls to act like she doesn't understand why the other girls don't like her.
Okay.
You know, it's like, you know exactly what you're doing.
What is she doing?
You're being a manipulative little narcissist that has to be the center of attention, and the other girls know that you're doing this. That's why they don't like you. So they're not jealous of you. They see exactly the kind of girl that you are. And let me guess. You're the kind of girl that, like, I don't really have, like, a lot of female friends, because, like, girls are bitches and, like, will backstab you. So I just, like, hang out with guys and have, like, a beer or whatever, because I don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's one of those girls. And the reason that is because you are everything that most women hate, but you're too dumb to realize that you are the one that's doing it. Let me guess. So you hang out with all these guys, your guy friends that are like confiding in you and being oh so flirty with you. You're hanging around this guy, but I have a feeling that you suck out all the air out of a room anytime you're around. So whatever girl they're around immediately hates you, because we hate women like you. And you're throwing around enough of a whiff of pussy to have them follow you around, because in typical guy fashion, some of them are just too fucking stupid, and they're hanging on to this hope that you're actually going to fuck them. And you're doing this because you, even though you're a narcissist, you have all this self-loathing. Like, you don't feel like you can get a good guy. And I'm not buying I'm really lucky with guys, they treat me like princess and I adore. So why aren't you in a relationship? Why don't you have a boyfriend? Why are you always hanging out with other people's boyfriends? Why don't you get your own man?
Jesus Christ.
And back the fuck off. I hate
you would
women.
get an applause break on every talk show. All you needed to end that with, and you need to get a job.
I cannot stand girls like this.
So let me ask you this. Okay,
this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever. I like how she casually throws out how I'm no Megan Fox, but I have been compared to Katy Perry. Bitch, please.
All right, Nia, everybody. Taking care of that topic. Let me just, if I can just try to just, if she walks into a bar, and okay, she's already in the bar. This is what I'm picturing. She's already in the bar, or she shows up. Like, if the guys are like, oh, me and my girlfriend are going down for a fucking brunch and we're going to watch the game. She comes down, looks extra cute, extra fucking hot, has her tits hanging out.
Of course.
And then deliberately does the inside jokes.
Yep.
To show that she's closer to them. She's that girl, right?
Oh, absolutely. She's totally that girl.
She's that girl. Okay.
And I'm sure she's, I'm sure she's borrowed one of their T-shirts and wears them to one of these things.
Yeah, well...
It's like, oh my god, I totally forgot this is your T-shirt. You left it over my house that time. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I see, you know what?
I can't even believe the nerve that email was even written.
Well, this is the thing. How you trashed her was basically the angle I was going to trash her, but I don't have your insight as a female. But what was great about that was it just would have been back-to-back me trashing a female, and it would have come off like an asshole. That was great. You actually, I feel like I pulled a little sinister move there. I got you to do my dirty work.
Oh, is that what you think?
That was tremendous. You really, it really
got me going. My blood was kind of pumping.
I would say you fucking blew the pubes right off her little landing strip that she's accidentally showed with her loose fucking shorts. I was going to tell the story of seeing the old guy fall off the scooter. I hope he's all right. Jesus Christ.
You helped him, though.
Well, what was I supposed to do? I was the first person there.
Bill-Burr to the rescue.
Fucking guy rolling down the street, sliding on his face.
Poor guy.
That's terrible. He was fucked up. He wasn't. He had raspberries. He knocked himself out. He came around. He was spitting out. He was pulling out little bits of teeth. And I don't know why. It was horrifying when I saw it, but now I can't talk about it without laughing. It's just because he was on a scooter. I was... I'm not going to say all the information because, God forbid, the people that are related to him are listening. So the fucking dude was like, fuck it, I'll just tell the story. I didn't do anything. I just finished flying.
We'll just exploit his fucking tragic accident.
Well, nobody knows what it is. All right, I had just finished flying, right? Mm-hmm. Which everybody says is so fucking unsafe, right? Mm-hmm. Fly around and look at all this cool shit. Fly over Silver Lake to see that they took the water out of it. I didn't even realize that. And I came back. I fucking land. Say goodbye to everybody. And I'm driving out, to the real scary thing, driving down the fucking street. And I literally pull out. I make a right turn. And I don't drive more than 40 yards. And I just see this fucking guy, this old guy takes the turn to come on the little 2-lane highway that I'm on. He's on the opposite side of the road. And he went too fast, and on like a motorcycle, you can't just turn the front wheel. You're going to go down on a scooter, you know what I mean? You got to kind of look your way through the turn and lean, and your momentum, you're supposed to look through the fucking turn. He was going too fast, and he went into the fucking island in the middle.
Bill.
He jumped the fucking curb. The whole fucking scooter went up in the back, and he high-sided, right? He just gets launched off this fucking thing, and he's rolling down the street like a fucking log.
Why are you laughing so hard?
Because people falling down is fucking hilarious. He was fine. Oh, no. He didn't break anything. He just knocked himself out. He's a little concussed. And then he wasn't wearing a shield, and in the end, he just he was sliding on his face. Oh. So I'm going, oh shit, as I'm watching it, and I fucking pull over. No, I made sure everybody stopped, and I got out. I was like, dude, all right, just stay there. You're all right. You're all right. And he was, he wasn't saying anything, and he had fucking raspberry on his face. His pants were torn up. He literally got fucking attacked by a wild animal. And he's fucking laying. I feel terrible that this happened to him, but it's just afterwards, it's just funny. And he was laying there, right? And like one of his legs he had like up, like he was chilling. And the other one was just straight out like that. And he was just like, and he was like coming around. And I was like, all right, man, I called 911. You're fine. And then this lady shows up, and she just kept going, don't move, okay? You're okay, just don't move, okay? And she kept going, okay? And it started annoying me, and then I almost started laughing, like, I want to be like, lady, like, the way you're talking is probably worse than what the fuck he's feeling right now. So by then, you know, like 5 or 6 people had stopped. Everybody called. So this ambulance shows up. I'm like, okay, thank God. And now he wants to get up. We just kept telling him not to get up. And the ambulance pulls up and he just goes, is he all right? Is he all right? You're like, yeah, he seems to be okay. You know, we're not fucking doctors, but he seems to be okay. And he goes, all right, just tell him not to move. I already have someone on this ambulance. There's another one coming. And then he gets the ambulance and drives away.
Yeah.
And then we're looking down the street and we don't see any ambulance coming. We're like, what the fuck? And finally a cop finally came up and this guy was fucking priceless. He gets out, right? Fucking horseshoe bald guy, right? He's got the whole landing strip. He just comes out looking like Sergeant Riker from The Rookies, for anybody's old. And he fucking just comes walking. He looked like the guy from NYPD Blue, the old guy who showed his ass with the mustache, minus the mustache. He just comes walking up and he just walks right up to the guy.
Dennis Franz.
Yeah, he just walks up like his toes are almost touching the guy's body. And he just looks down at him and he goes, "You all right?" And the guy at that point is going like, yeah, I'm fine. And he goes, all right, the ambulance is going to be coming. Like, his level of just like, he must see like people be on fire every day.
Yeah,
so this guy,
exactly.
He just sees a scooter and this guy fucked up. He's just like, yeah, all right. He also seemed way too old to still be in a patrol car. So I think he fucked up somehow and got busted down, or maybe he was on his way to some, senior police fucking banquet or some shit. And he's just like, I'm driving the cruiser. They know I'm a cop. I have to stop. So once that was fine, it was funny. Then we're just standing there waiting for the ambulance. But, you know, we got to get on with that day. And me and there was this tall, older black dude standing there. And he's just like, he's like, all right, man, they're here. And I was like, yeah, they're here. And we just pulled. We both got in our car and fucking drove away. And it was really, you know, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't too gory a scene. It was just a couple of raspberries and stuff.
I'm glad he didn't have a more serious injury.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it wasn't until I got on the highway and I started driving and I started thinking about it and I just started laughing. I think it was just more the surprise that that you saw it. But there is just something, just watching somebody get fucked up like that. I remember the time I was in Griffith Park and that dude came down the hill in street clothes on a skateboard. He went down that fucking hill.
What? Are you serious?
Dude, this kid
Will you hike up to the observatory? Somebody was going down on a skateboard?
Yeah. So I was just north of where the Greek Theater was, and this guy just went flying by in this thing. And I was just like, oh my God, that guy is the shit. Like, and I'm thinking like, well, how's he going to stop? Because this is just downhill till you get into traffic. And all of a sudden his legs start doing that wobbly fucking thing. And I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm telling you, this guy was going like fucking 30 miles an hour. And then he just steps off the skateboard. You always do that, either 1 or 2 steps and then you're done. He was going so fast. He did like 1 step. And it was like, who's that guy who fucking jumped 30 feet in 1969? Nobody ever broke it. He fucking head first. And flying. It was like the greatest stunt I ever saw. And he landed too. And he started rolling. When I tell you this guy was rolling so fast, he was like a blur. He's like, he would go like, and he'd hit like his elbow, which would shoot him in the air. And then the best is when you're not going fast enough to keep rolling. And then you just slide in the sand like all the way down the thing. And I was just like, and the skateboard kept going. He was just not moving. And I was going like, oh my God. And he started wiping out like 50 yards away from me. And I swear to God, it was a 1/4-mile walk to get where the fuck he stopped. And he was just laying in the road, not moving. Like I was like, I think this guy's fucking dead. He had no helmet on. He had street clothes on. He looked like he just came back from drinking. And he had like this Harrison Ford, like brown leather jacket on. He just fucking launched himself. So I get up. So I'm getting close to it. At this point, he's trying to sit up. He knows he's laying in the middle of the road. And I finally see his skateboard hit the curb on the other side, bounce into a parked car. And then he like crawled. He tried to stand up and he couldn't put any weight on his leg. And he crawled over and sat down. And by then I knew he was all right. So I was already starting to laugh. So I was just going like, dude, doing that dude while laughing. I go, you all right? He's like, yeah, bro, what the fuck, man? I was just going. And at that point, I'm trying not to laugh. I was just like, dude, that was was fucking hardcore, man. I never seen a wipeout like that. If I was filming that fucking thing, dude, it was the most fucking, it was the greatest log roll. Whatever the fuck you call that thing. That dude was just, I never seen it. I can't believe his shoes stayed on. Like, you know, your shoes always fly off whenever you get hit real hard?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Tremendous. Fucking tremendous. And it's just, as much as you feel for the person, there's just nothing funnier than watching somebody fucking wipe out if they don't die and you don't know them, right? God help me, man. All right. Ohio. Hey, Bill, haven't heard you mention the Ohio train derailment. Oh, that's because I don't watch the news. I saw a little bit of that. Yeah, there was chemicals and stuff, right? The effects have been catastrophic to the environment. The railway needs upgrading, and the deregulation from the current and former administration has made it impossible for money and attention to fix our infrastructure problems. Well, that's weird, because that would create jobs. It would make whoever was in office look good, right? Anyway, there was a railway strike, happened a few months ago. But Grandpa Joe crushed the strike because no one gives a fun nationally about overworked railroad workers. It seemed cliche, but $100 billion in blank checks to fight a proxy war in the Ukraine, but they didn't bother to send any help for cleanup to our own citizens. Sir, just out of curiosity, are you noticing a theme yet? When they send that money over there to the Ukraine and all of that, like, the Ukraine has to pay us back. We don't just fucking give them the money. We're getting them in debt to us, and then they have to pay us back, and the corporations get paid and all of that shit. It's that confessions of an economic hitman bullshit. But if you notice here, you know, Hurricane Katrina, they just let those people fucking drown. They didn't give a fuck. There was no fresh water. Down in Mississippi, no fresh water. Go fuck yourself. You guys out there with your, you know, dealing with chemicals, you know, go fuck yourselves and fuck all your future health problems. They don't give a shit. And all they do is act like, you know, Democrats don't give a fuck about you, because we're Republicans and we give a shit about you. And then Democrats go, oh, no, we give a fuck about you. The Republicans don't give a fuck about you. And meanwhile, neither one of them gives a fuck about you. They don't get paid enough money. It's not financially in their best interest to give a fuck about you. It's financially in their best interest to serve super, super fucking rich people. And that's what they do. All right? On both sides. So anyway, the water is unsafe to drink, but officials are saying it's fine. There was a mushroom cloud of black smoke over the wreck after they intentionally detonated the chemicals to expedite the clearing of the railway to allow trains to keep running. It was a stupid and careless decision. To top it all off, there are bitches on TV saying that because Ohio had leaned, as you would say, towards Trump, that we deserve what was coming. Please tell me nobody said that. Politicizing an issue that has the children of a town exposed to known carcinogens is inexcusable. Absolutely it is. Dude, out here in the valley, they had a nuclear test site that they never cleaned up. And to this day, people are still getting sick. They just don't. We are all expendable to them. All right? There would be a flame under their ass to save, let's just say it's affecting 10,000 people. If those were the last 10,000 people in this country, there would be a fire under their ass to save them, because they don't want to dig their own ditches or fight their fucking wars that they start. All right? But what this is going to affect is an expendable amount of people in their fucking world. That's how cold and inhuman they are, regardless of the color of tie that they wear. And Fox News and CNN doesn't give a fuck other than blaming one side or the other for the problem. but they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about, all they give a shit about is ratings because that's their money. So that's why I don't watch the news. That's why I don't pay attention to politics. I don't do any of that stuff because it was bad enough when I was a kid, but to now watch people on the internet buying into it and losing their minds and actually saying something horrible like that, well, you voted for Trump, so basically you should die of carcinogens, including your children, is beyond fucked up. And equally beyond fucked up is watching individuals on social media become their own version of CNN and Fox News, where they edit, where they start telling the story and how they're spinning shit to fit with their political ideology, is just insane to me. Anyway, this person says, with all the environmental pushes these days, it's clear that they don't care about not-for-profit action. Only when they can tax us do they give a fuck about the trees. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm sorry you're going through all of that, and I think, once again, it's going to be up to fucking individuals, citizens, to help out fellow citizens, because neither the Democrats or the Republicans will ever help us out. And they work for the corporations, and corporations don't give a fuck about us. All they give a fuck about is making more money. So that would be up to us. So I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some stand-up benefit or something. Or maybe I can start something, figure something out. I just saw it and it looked devastating. I was like, I don't want to look at that.
What's the matter?
I'm going to pick up the cake.
Are you going to go get the cake?
Yeah.
We're on good terms again, right?
Yes, we're friends again.
You like? Me and Nia had the classic male-female argument that no matter how much time you give them, they're never ready. You're never ready. Hey, Nia, listen, we're going to a party Thursday, June 26th in 2017. Can you be ready by 4?
I'll try.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I sit there, and I was driving back from where I was coming from, right? Mm-hmm. Jamming with some friends, man.
Yes.
So I called you, and I said, hey, I'm 15 minutes away. And you're like, oh, I'm still trying to decide what I want to wear. And I said, okay, and I hung up. And do you know why I was yelling at the windshield?
Because you knew I wasn't going to be ready?
I was just like, how are you not ready? How is she not ready? She had 3 hours and 20 minutes to get ready, and you were not ready.
I thought that you were going to come in and change clothes.
I'm a guy. I'm always ready. I can literally get ready in 8 minutes.
But you're right. I did watch that last episode of Making a Murderer.
I knew you did.
And then,
I can get ready in 8 minutes. Back in the day, it was 15.
On the couch.
Yes! Sit down. I want you to come here. Let's say that again into the microphone. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, I was watching the last episode of Making a Murderer. Don't binge watch that series if you haven't watched it. It's not good for your soul. But
I had to stop watching it.
Yeah.
And I want to sign the petition to help that guy out. But let's stay on target.
Okay. Yes.
Forget about the guy who's wrongfully imprisoned for the second time. Let's talk about me and my selfish needs.
Yeah, so I watched the last episode and then I fell asleep on the couch.
Okay, so that's what happened. So all the histrionics. So then we're driving to the party. We're driving to the party. She's dressed up. I'm dressed up. We're both staring straight ahead, not talking to one another. And as we're pulling up the fucking, driveway, she goes, oh, we should have brought a bottle of wine or something. And then I said, well, God knows you had plenty of time to do it. And you know what? The evening, as Michael Corleone would say, was over. Godfather Part 2. Over. It was over. And for the I got to give it to you. For the rest of the party, you smiled and you pretended like we were a cohesive couple.
That's true.
Yes, you did. And you acted like you cared.
We didn't talk to each other, though.
No, we didn't. I actually went into the kids' room and I watched Fast and Furious with the kids and enjoyed it at the same level that they did because I'm immature as hell.
And I just, chatted with other people about Making a Murderer and Soaked in Bleach.
Okay. So then we get home. And she still hasn't said anything. I remember we pulled up in the driveway, and then she goes, I'm going to get out now. And just got out, walked around the car, and went into the house. And I'm like, all right, she's mad. And then we go downstairs, and you were putting fresh sheets on the bed, and I said something about us sleeping in the bed together. You just looked at me and said, "Oh, I'm not sleeping here tonight." At which point, I just tapped into German Irish of, well, fuck you. I can play the silent game all night. I didn't say another word to you.
We talked a little bit.
No, you tried to initiate it because you realized that no matter how much you hate me, you like sleeping next to me in a bed.
I don't hate you. And I do love sleeping
Stop with that condescending tone.
No.
I don't hate you.
And I do like sleeping next to you. It's weird if I were to sleep in a different place.
Personally, I was looking forward to it. I had the fucking NHL network ready to be queued up the second you walked out. And then you came in, and then I literally had to fake asleep like I was 8 years old, which I did, which is pretty sad. Right?
And I nudge you because you left your laptop on the bed. And I was like, can you put this on your...
And I was mature enough not to say, I almost said, I thought you weren't sleeping here. And you would have been like, you were not sleeping here? Then I won't. You'd stomp up the stairs extra loud to reinforce I'm leaving now. At which point I wouldn't have done anything. And then you come, don't back down. You don't really care, do you?
No,
right?
I wouldn't have done all that.
Oh.
Maybe some of it, though.
Okay. So there you go. All right. So in the future, Nia, just give yourself an extra 4, 5, 7 hours.
I know. But it's like, I never know what to fucking wear. And then I got to figure out how I want to wear my hair based on the outfit.
Do you ever think this is why men are more successful? Aside from sexism and all that shit.
Fuck you.
It just takes you guys too goddamn long to get ready.
Because I like to look nice, and but it does take me too long to get ready. It's true. I'm overthinking it a lot of the time. So, I won't do that.
I gotta tell you, you shave your head, it cuts at least 5 minutes off the prep time.
Oh, well, I'll make a note of that.
That little moosing thing you gotta do, style it up.
What is that noise you made?
It was supposed to be me rubbing the mousse in my hands back in the day when I used to style it up.
Sounds gross.
Oh,
back in the day when you used to put the product in your hair.
Yep. Yeah. When I was young.
When you had hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here. Go get your cake.
I'm going to go pick up the Christmas cake.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, and Merry Christmas to you, and you are forgiven.
I'm forgiven.
You're forgiven. Yes, for being a jerk face yesterday.
All right. I'll take that.
Okay.
Thank you.
And deal.
Deal. Mwah.
All right, get out of here.
Bye.
There we go. Tragedy averted. Oh, I stuck with that, man. Oh, I stayed in the pocket on that one. She tried to turn it around about all the shit that I'm doing, And I was just like, hey, I know all the shit we're doing. God knows I know all the shit we're doing, and I know that I'm doing, and I know you know the shit that I'm doing, and I'm fucking working on it. I haven't yelled about sports on speakerphone the whole fucking week. All right? I haven't done that once, and that gave me credibility. All right? They're never fucking ready. I don't give a fuck how much time you give them. They're never fucking ready. Anyone kills me, then they get in the car and they're putting their fucking makeup on. And then over the years, you got all that makeup on the fucking visor! Drives me nuts. They're like, oh, just use an eyeliner and lipstick. Somehow it gets on your fingers. And it's like, swear to God, it's like an adult 5-year-old, If you fucking have a kid, there's going to be Cheerios and shit all over your car, right? And if you got a broad in your life, there's going to be makeup all over and they don't give a fuck, And you bring it up in your own cunty way, and what do? They cry. You know what I'm going to make my $1 million on? I'm going to make a fucking adult baby seat for a woman, right? So when she's in a bad mood, like, what, everything I do for the family, you just stick her in there, right? And you got a fucking pacifier that's like chai latte, fucking frappuccino, whatever the fuck they like flavored. There'll be all these different flavors, adult pacifiers for women, and you stick it in there. And then you leave, right? I know there's a lot of women listening right now. What about one for guys? And all I say to that is, why don't you come up with an original idea? Huh? Joining the NFL. Oh, you guys got a lot of nerve. This is really cunty for the holidays, isn't it?
It's overrated, underrated. This is a classic here. All right, overrated. All right, brother, I got one for you. Overrated. Trying to have a logical argument with a woman you're dating. Now, just wait.
Do I need to be here for this?
Yeah, because you need to balance it out so this doesn't come off as totally misogynistic. All right? What? You don't have to be here?
No, go ahead.
All right, just come on, Nia. Be fun. Have fun. All right, overrated. Trying to have a logical argument with a woman you're dating. It never ceases to amaze me. Every time I overhear some retard complaining about some chick that won't listen to him and argues with them all the time. Any veteran dude who's been with a chick over 48 hours knows that they don't stay on topic and they don't think logically. They aren't trying to fix shit. It's an emotional thing with them. So why anyone thinks they can talk to a chick in that mindset is beyond me. The way I see it, most guys go one of two routes when presented with an angry bitch. This guy seems enlightened, right?
Yeah, exactly. Why should I listen to anything this fucking asshole has to say?
Don't let him make you mad. He's throwing you off your game. Anyways, either they choose the path of least resistance, saying yeah over and over again and nodding and gazing into oblivion. A lot of guys do that. Those are the henpeck guys. All right, yeah, okay, fine, yeah. Because they know whatever they say won't make a difference. Or they pander to their petty, weak emotions and sensitivities by talking slowly at a dull whisper, trying to calm and appease them. Both methods have their benefits. However, I'd like to offer a third avenue, if I may. I've been faithfully married 7 years now, and it works so far. Not that I'm an expert, but here you go. Here's his third one, all right? First, like any competitive dude, you beat them at their own game. When they come at you saying something like, why is this sock on the ground and I told you to put it, blah, 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 in that bitchy, whiny, I want to fight voice, wagging their finger and cocking their head sideways. Are you this guy on a reality show, or is this how his wife reacts? Anyways, you just reply in your loudest tone, whatever the fuck the last thing that pissed you off was. And as you say it, you keep eye contact and walk straight up to him. So basically, if you said, why are these socks on the ground, I'm supposed to, in my loudest voice, go and not break eye contact, walk right up to you and be like, why didn't you do the dishes last night?
And what is that supposed to do?
Oh, wait, he's not done yet. This is the beginning. This is the first quarter, okay? Let the game plan unfold here. All right, where the hell am I? I lost my place. Usually this will startle them.
Oh, God.
As they come back. No, come on, Nia, you got to listen to this. As they come back.
This is like they tell you what to do when approaching a bear or something like that. Okay? Make a lot of noise.
Just let me finish.
Douchebag.
Let me finish, Nia.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. As they come back with what does that have to do with whatever we're arguing about? You just pull down your pants and start jacking your dick while they stand there with that dumb, confused look on their face. Nia, come on, you got to be back here for the reactions. All right? So.
Obviously a joke.
And while they try it,
He's obviously joking.
Maybe this is forward thinking. Let me finish here. This is a new strategy. And while they try to regain whatever thought they had in that scatterbrained skull, you just keep going to town, not saying a word. If they talk to you till completion, you just say thank you. That's about what that argument was worth, and you walk away. As you leave, pick up the sock or whatever and toss it in the hamper. There you go. That's his thing.
Well, at least he still puts it away.
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody's happy.
No, he's joking. This is obviously somebody who's pandering to your over-the-top, completely ridiculous, misogynistic statements you say on a weekly basis on this fucking podcast.
No,
and he's trying to impress you by coming up with, I've seen this time and time
Why don't you do the dishes? Wait a minute. Wait a second. Shut up.
No, this is just some copycat fan. I'm supposed to take this seriously, like this is a real thing. I'm not giving this another fucking thought. Next.
Anyways, so he said, Bill, your way with dealing with women is pretty good, but it's passive-aggressive. I don't even know what he's talking about. And I know how you feel about that shit, about being passive-aggressive. Even if you're doing it to maintain the high road for your future breakup, what does it matter if the relationship is over? I don't know what he thinks my strategy is. Anyways, he said, you might as well say fuck it and go out in a blaze of glory. Granted, I know about losing your cool and shit like that, but in the end it just builds up and leads to a bigger blow up. You end up staring at the ceiling or yelling as you drive in the car, thinking, damn, I should have come back with this or that. No, fuck that. no matter how witty or snappy your comeback is, it wouldn't have made any difference because that bitch isn't going to listen. The only thing, you wouldn't know that this guy's happily married. The only thing...
Yeah, you don't sound happily married.
You're letting this guy get to you. He's totally winning right now. You're getting mad. He said to pull out his dick and jack it till completion.
That's what I'm saying. This is bullshit. This
Obviously.
isn't real. So why am I listening to this?
He's just trying to be funny.
Yeah, that's what...
And you know what
That's
you're
what
doing?
I said.
You're being a fun sponge. You're just sucking all the fucking... That totally isn't real. You're taking it seriously. So this guy actually asked me what my strategy is with women. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm doing a giant chunk of material on this. I disagree with you. Women stay on topic if they're right. All right? If they're wrong, that's when they do all the diversionary tactics, and they try to make it about something else. And if you're not going for it, if you don't fall for their diversionary tactics, then their last-ditch effort is to try to make you mad. My strategy, is you don't lose your cool. You stay on target, right? Like that dude in Star Wars. You stay on target, and when they're saying over-the-top mean shit, you don't respond to it because that's just them. You ever see a goat get choked to death by a python? Anybody else watch those fucked up YouTube videos? You know, they're stunned at first, they fight, and then there's that middle part like, dude, what the fuck? What is this? And then the very end, when they only have a little bit of air left, they fucking kicking their legs like a maniac before they die. That's the female version. That's the goat version getting killed by a python, Jesus Christ, of women when they start saying that mean shit. That's their last little kick of the legs before it's over. So I don't respond to that shit anymore. Actually, I do a little bit, but I've got myself to the point where I know that it's happening, and then that's what I did yesterday. She started doing that shit, and I just took my plate of food, and I walked in the other room. And I'm telling you. But the big thing is if you're wrong, you have to admit it, because that gives you credibility in the future. So there you go, sir. And that was an absolutely fucking hilarious email, and it made it even funnier with Nia sitting here taking it seriously. That's ridiculous. He wouldn't do that. I'm calling bullshit. He didn't jerk off till he came. Like his wife. I got to tell you though, that would be fucking hilarious to do that. I mean, I could stand there and rub my dick, but it would just be so funny to me. I don't think I could get a hard on. I got to be honest with you. Oh, that's disgusting. All right.
Hang on.
All right, dear Bill, I need some advice. I'm 30 years old, and I've been seeing this lady for the past 4 months, and things have gotten pretty serious. I'm already having dinner at her parents' house frequently. Oh, Jesus. Going to her family parties. Oh, Jesus. And spending the holidays together. Jesus Christ. I'm practically part of the family already. To use her father's words, and to be honest, I'm cool with it. I love this girl. She's great. All right, so what's the problem? So great, in fact, we decided to do New Year's in Palm Beach together at her cousin's place. Now he finally writes, oh, Jesus. All right, now what's going to happen? See, I like some of these letters. They set him up like a great movie. Like, he set this up like this is perfect. This is like a Norman Rockwell painting. Everything's going great. Now all of a sudden, he's going to New Year's in Palm Beach together at a cousin's place. Why?
What could possibly go wrong?
This is very well written. This guy gets a star. Anyway, so we go out the night before New Year's. There's a whole group of us, and I head off to take a piss. I come back and see my girl dancing and making out with some other guy
who
wasn't a member of our group.
Oh.
Well, who gives a shit even if he was a member of the group? It's another guy. I'm obviously flummoxed. This educated son of a bitch. I decided to interrupt their little makeout session on the dance floor. It would have continued unabated if I hadn't stepped in. So I pushed the guy aside, hand her back her purse. Yes, I was carrying her purse for her.
Ouch.
It fit into my back pocket, in case you're wondering. I was wondering. And I leave the bar. The bar is called the Cucina. Yeah, kitchen, right? Right?
I think so.
Yeah. I am a little Spanish right there. I am outside just beside myself with anger, and she doesn't follow me out. I go back to her cousin's place and go to bed. Around 3 a.m., the texts come in. Nothing happened. I didn't do anything, etc. She finally cops to it, and just in her defense, she says, I'm just not used to having a boyfriend, and I don't think you know how drunk I was. So, Happy New Year's.
This was in a text message?
No.
Oh.
No, when she showed up to him, she says to him, she finally just said, look, fine, I fucked the guy. I'm just not used to having a boyfriend, okay?
Wow.
And I don't think you realized how drunk I was.
Wow.
Yes. See? And you can be that honest. You know what I mean? I could never be that honest with you because you could throw a vase at me, and then the cops would arrest me for breaking the vase with my forehead. Anyways, he goes, should I chalk this up to a dumb drunk mistake and patch things up?
No.
I'm having trouble being objective about this. This has really got me fucked up and hurting. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was a ridiculous level of acting out.
Yeah,
on her part.
That's crazy. That is absolutely
some
crazy.
Wacky stuff.
That's wacky. That's some real wacky stuff. No, she made out with a guy right in front of you.
He knows.
What are you talking
about?
about?
He knows what he's supposed to. He's fucking stunned.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty stunning.
We're in the goddamn trauma unit right now. And you're going, you stepped on a landmine.
Yeah. Move on, sweetheart. Move on.
No, that is
retain some dignity and and walk away.
You basically just imagine if you discovered that 17 years in, married with 4 kids that half look like you and half look like this should have been stripper. All right? You dodged a bullet, and yeah, it's going to hurt, and that's really what that really is, dude, is aside from your feelings, that's your fucking manhood being hurt right there.
And you don't have to look at it objectively.
Let me finish, for fuck's sakes. As a guy, that shit's not supposed to happen, right? Because you're supposed to put it on them, and they're supposed to be mesmerized by your dick. And the reality is that's not what it's like. Yeah. And when you discover that, that's a tough day.
Yeah, but you don't have to look at it objectively.
And then you never trust those broads again. You never trust them again, and it's the safest place you can be.
No.
Number 3.
But don't look at it
Shut
objectively.
It last Saturday.
It was a shitty, horrible thing that happened, and you should be feeling all of those feelings, including anger. So, but just walk away. It's over.
That's what he should do, is just walk away. Although, I would be tempted to pull a female move and get some revenge, and I would tell her dad,
Do you know what a slut you raised?
Do you know what a slut you're in love with? That's half your DNA. Did she get that from your fucking wife? No.
No, yeah, there's
don't do
need
that.
to go. There's no need
no,
to
because then he'll look like an asshole,
it.
and then he'll understand why she did it. I'm trying to inflict the most pain here. Walk away. Yeah. I don't do revenge. Don't do that shit. All right, number 3. Last Saturday, as they say in Boston. Come on over and fucking say. There's no consonants in that word. Thursday, Friday, say. I always do that with brevity. Say. Last Saturday, I was out with my friends, and I was shit-faced. We were at a bar, and I was sitting at a table when I saw the girl. She was absolutely beautiful. I don't know why, but something told me I had to go up to that girl. See, they always start fucking phenomenally. The sun was out. Jesus was walking on the clouds. She saw me looking at her, and I give her a wink when she smiled at me. Jesus, you went with that? Did you give her the double point too? I then turned to my friends and said loudly, "Give me a fucking pen." Oh, Jesus, is he drunk? Give me a fucking pen. They gave me a pen, and I wrote my number on a napkin and went over to her and her friend. I slapped the napkin. I love this guy. This guy's got. You're wearing a scarf too. This guy's like the most interesting man in the world. Mm-hmm. I love him. He's wrestling a badger in the corner. Hang on a second. Give me a pen. He goes. I slapped the napkin on the table and went to her ear and said, "I don't drink often, but I think you are fucking beautiful," and walked away. What? No, he's hammered. This is fucking hilarious. I totally missed the joke in this. This guy is completely fucking hammered.
Right.
So he's sitting there, head bobbling, winks
I
at her.
don't drink often. I think you're fucking beautiful. Okay.
Call this number. It's going to change your life, sweetheart. I love this guy. So anyways, being shit-faced, I didn't know any better. And I guess I went to the table and put my head... What? I went to the table and put my head was down at that point, according to my friends. She wanted to know what my name was and stuff, so my friends went over and talked to her and talked me up. Before she left, she came up to me, this guy's still in the game here, and told me her and her friends were leaving to go to a different bar. I asked her name, we talked a little bit, and she left with her friends. I told her, please text me. 3-4 days passed, and I hadn't heard anything. I couldn't get her out of my head. She was seriously the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. Yeah, after drinking a 12-pack of Keystone. And there was something about her. I know I was shit-faced, but I have never felt that way. I looked online for her on Facebook. The other person she was with had gone to high school with. We weren't friends, but we knew each other. I found the girl on her friend list. There we go. I know that is creepy, but I want to message her and tell her I am sorry for being so drunk, but I really want to talk to her. I feel she wouldn't have come up to me before she left, or my friends, and asked my friends my name if she wasn't somewhat intrigued. I don't think that's creepy. Nowadays, the old school, when I grew up, that's not creepy.
No,
I
not
think
creepy.
if you just say, listen, I'm sorry I was so drunk the other night. I really meant what I said, and I'm sure this freaks you out. I don't even say freaking out. Like, I'm not trying to invade your privacy. I just wanted to say I meant those things that I said.
Yeah.
Respectfully yours. Here's my phone number, my address, and
yeah, and just leave it at that.
and leave it at that. There you go.
No more communication after that, because then you're venturing into weird territory.
All right, what time we got on the podcast here? What am I?
1:02:19.
All right. Well, we're getting close to the end here. We got overrated and underrated. With that, also, I want to remind everybody that Amazon thing's been working out for me. It's a good thing, so I don't have to charge for the podcast. So this is basically I've been telling people, if you're going to buy something on Amazon, rather than going directly to Amazon.com, go to Bill-Burr.com, click on podcast, and on the right-hand side, you'll see just under the iTunes link, you'll see the Amazon window. And you just click on that, and I will get credit for driving traffic to Amazon.com. You don't have to hit anything else after that, and I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just saying if you're gonna. And you're going to go to Amazon, just please go to Bill-Burr.com first.
Even if you're just going to
podcast.
browse. Even if you're just going to browse for something.
I don't know if it works that way. They got to spend some money.
Oh, they do?
Yeah. It's like I'm driving people to a drug dealer. Even if you're just going to look at the cocaine. Can I just sniff it for a second? And then no. They need to make their money.
Sniff it for a second.
Even if you're just going to browse, if you just want to see what they're doing with their website, yeah, that's it. It's a great way to donate to the podcast. And like I said, 10% of all donations will then go on to the Wounded Warriors Project. So you support this podcast, you support the troops. America, that's right. Buy shit you don't need. Support the troops. It's all right there.
Awful laugh. Hey, Mr. Bill Birth Canal. They try to come up with clever ways to with my name.
I see.
Hey, Bill Gingerhead Man. Instead of Gingerbread Man?
That's good.
That's decent, right? That's all right.
That's okay.
All right. I need the brilliant wisdom that only a middle-aged, balding redhead could give. See that? This is how they do it. They compliment and they slap me around a little bit. I'm dating a lady who couldn't win a Hooters model contest.
Wow. She could win a Hooters model contest? Fly that girl to Paris and put her on the runway at Chanel. Sorry.
Why do you guys hate it when we say you're pretty?
No, it's not that. It's just like that is supposed to be like this fucking ultimate compliment that she can win a modeling contest at Hooters. I'm any other woman who's, and this is nothing against Hooters actually, because I
don't alligator arm it. Shit on Hooters. Go ahead.
No, but I'm
Say
just saying, like, it's just funny to me what men or young guys consider a compliment. She could win a fucking Hooters modeling contest. I'm sorry. If there's any girls that work at Hooters, I fucking love Hooters, and the girls are super sweet.
You don't like Hooters, and you don't think it's suited. You're insulted by it.
I'm not. I think it's funny the way he described her as saying she could win a Hooters. There's something really funny about that.
All right, there is something funny about that. But I'll tell you this stuff.
Come
There's
on,
something else. You're thinking about. You got to go on the road with me, though, Nia.
Okay.
You got to go on the road. You got to understand. You know, when you live in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know, and you get big deals, you go down to the fucking Cracker Barrel, And you get down to one little golf peg, and that means you're a genius. That's out there, Nia, out there in the sticks.
You think I'm being classist by laughing at that description? Because he can't just say, this girl is really beautiful. Because he goes on to say,
I'm actually
she's
being
funny, intelligent, level-headed, and has a smoking. Those are wonderful things. But like the Hooters model contest, first of all, I didn't know that they had model contests.
Listen.
You mean that she could get a job at Hooters? Because
hey, can I get a word in here? I was being a dick.
Oh.
I'm joking around. I love Cracker Barrel, and I love when I fucking get down to the one little golf spike. It makes me feel like I am intelligent. They got that little game. If you can.
I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a million.
You shouldn't, because they said that racist shit a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And I betray our relationship every time I go there and get their eggs. All right, she's funny, intelligent, level-headed, and has a smoking hot body and an epic chest.
Well, maybe that's where the Hooters part comes in.
Yeah, she's got a great fucking rack.
The Hooters model contest. All right, I'm sorry.
What should he have said? Applebee's fucking...
Just like
spring chicken?
An incredibly subpar fucking restaurant chain with the most basic requirements.
Do you realize what a snob you sound like to be sitting here in Paris shitting on Hooters? Fuck you.
Absolutely
Fuck you. You know what? No croissant for you today, mademoiselle.
But absolutely, I love it. I love their popcorn shrimp.
Yeah, you see that,
really
Nia?
Good.
Don't ever forget that, Nia. Don't ever fucking forget that.
I don't ever forget that.
I don't give a fuck where you're at or what you're doing. At the end of the day, you like Hooters lemon popcorn shrimp.
Not lemon popcorn shrimp. The lemon pepper wings and the buffalo popcorn shrimp. That shit is amazing. And they have really big drinks. It could be a little stronger, though. At least in the Hollywood one. But, no, I really don't have a problem.
I just saw the final 10 years of your life.
What?
You're just an absolute lush sitting next to a pool. Why isn't this fucking martini any bigger? Eating fucking lemon chicken wings.
I would never have a martini at fucking Hooters. I mean, a margarita maybe. Like, that's the kind of place you get a fireball shot.
You know what, Nia? You really sound gross right now. All right, this is my fault.
Anyway, let's go on.
This is my fault.
Both her looks and personality are
Shut up, I'm
10.
reading this.
Why would I complain, you ask? Well, because you're a guy, and so you have to complain about something. Because every time she laughs, familiar. I feel putting a bullet in my head. It sounds like a coyote in a trash compactor. When we're at dinner, at Hooters, I assume, she laughs as loud and as awful as she can. I can see all the shot tables in my peripheral vision and hear the babies nearby. I begin to violently weep. Okay, now you're being hyperbolic. Whenever she laughs, I do my best to stare at her rack and appreciate her until the storm is over. This is actually kind of funny. This girl is practically wife material. With every laugh, I lose the will to live. I'm a 26-year-old male with options. Right. But really...
Oh, you know what? You're such an asshole. You just shit all over the guy. That's good. You balance it out. Nothing the guy said. That whole fucking hyperbole thing. If some woman wrote that, like a coyote and trash compactor and like the babies crying around there, you would have laughed. Oh my God, this girl's hilarious. But if a guy does it, they're a fucking asshole. Let me finish this out. I got you, buddy. Here we go. This girl is practically wife, but 26-year-old male with options. He does have options. And with Facebook now, the world is his option.
Oh, Grandpa.
I'm sorry. What is it, Instagram?
Yes.
Is it a meme? Is that how you meet somebody now? Pussy meme. But realistically, I don't know if I have the potential to top this girl. Dude, you're selling yourself short. What do? Do I suck it up and look past it? Or do I put on the breakup suit and dump her moments before leaping out of the car? Your advice and possibly the lovely Nia's would be wonderful. It calls you the lovely Nia and you're shitting on him. I'm sure I speak for many when I say, okay. Sincerely, possible suicide victim. All right, dude, you don't love this girl enough to look past her laugh, because I really think if you really loved her, the fact that she had that crazy laugh, it would actually, in some weird way, you'd find it adorable. I think she's just hot.
Yeah, that's true.
I think she's hot. I think you have a little bit of low self-esteem where you're looking at your age. Like, what do you got? Fucking eggs in you? You don't, all right? You're a guy. You're young forever. You know, your biological clock isn't ticking. You know? I just say this shit just to get you going. All right? You're 26-year-old. Yeah, you got all the options in the world. She's fucking smoking hot, right? Bang her one more time and then fucking dump her, right? Sorry, I'm fucking with you. Just get out of it. Just get out of the relationship and that's the thing though. But don't tell her why. Don't say because you fucking laugh. Because she can't do anything about her laugh, Nia.
I know. I feel bad. I actually feel bad for them both. Cause it's like, I was just trying to put myself in the situation. Like being crazy about you, and if you just had like the worst laugh, like if you, yeah. Like we know somebody that has a laugh like that. That's like kind of like has like a honking in their laugh, and it's funny. But I'm sure the first time the person he's with heard it, she was like, "Whoa, okay." But the thing is, a person who laughs like that, you laugh at them for their laugh. They laugh even more. Everybody laughs at them, and it becomes like that girl with the crazy laugh.
If you love them,
you're right.
If you don't, you're like, oh my god, I want to kill this person.
Is it really that bad? Like, I wish.
Hey, I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say the name.
Uh-huh.
But I used to have somebody, one of my agents.
That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah, one of my agents, and I loved him to death, and I actually loved his laugh, especially because you could hear it when he was in the crowd, and I knew that he thought the joke was funny. And he'd seen a bunch of comedy, so to really get him to laugh was an amazing thing.
I feel like I can hear it right now.
Yeah, so I remember being on stage at Caroline's, and I'm killing for a half an hour, and I knew he was in the crowd, but I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking of doing my shit. And about a half hour in, I tried this new bit, and I riffed this thing, and it fucking killed. And in the middle of it, I hear in the back of the club, I just hear,
yep, the honk.
Yeah, but I'm not even doing the thing. Yeah. And and he hated his laugh too. He hated his laugh, and he's just like, I know, that's how I laugh, and blah 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 blah. But fucking sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, but he's a great person. And
we're talking about him like he's dead.
All right, Uber, everybody. Hey, you like making great money, right? Here's a really cool opportunity I had to share with you. This always starts off like it's a drug deal. Like, hey, man, you like making good money, right? Come on down the alley. You got a car and a driver's license? Driving with Uber. How old are you? Uber's that popular smartphone. You know, fucking Amazon sent me a fucking email, Nia.
What do you mean?
Saying they're going to close my account by October 31st because I never filled out the thing that said I wasn't trying to interact with people 13 years of age or lower.
What?
On my website. On my website, like I do the Amazon link. Like if you go into Amazon, if you just click the link and you go there, it doesn't cost you any money, but Amazon kicks me a little bit of money for driving traffic to their site.
Yes.
And then I take 10% of that.
Yes.
And I throw it to...
Wounded Warriors.
Not Wounded Warriors anybody, because somebody told me that was a little sketchy. Is that sketchy? I have no idea. I don't know how to figure it out. But I found that St. Jude's is good.
Well, I don't think we should...
I'm finding with like
I don't
Wounded
think we should
Warriors.
say Wounded Warriors is sketchy.
I don't know if they are, but I find like...
I feel like we shouldn't say that.
I feel like Wounded Warriors, I want to walk up to the wounded guy and give him the money directly. Because I just feel like with the infrastructure...
Give him an envelope like in the Mafia?
Why not?
Sure. If you're going to locate all the Wounded Warriors and then personally
No, but I figured like whatever I'm going to give...
What these organizations
if whatever
are for.
I give helps one guy, why don't I just... Or one woman, why don't I just walk up to that one person? So there's no infrastructure.
And how do you
I'll pay the gas money.
How do you propose that's going to work, Bill?
I got a podcast. I just said it.
Okay, so everyone's going to email to you and claim to be a Wounded Warrior.
And then I'll have like a little, like one of those game show things with everybody's name in it, and I'll fucking crank it around.
Like a bingo thing.
And I'll pull it out. And the winner is...
Yeah, but they can't...
And all the fucking money I'm giving goes to you.
But they can't prove that they're wounded by interacting with them on the internet. That's why you have Wounded Warriors and organizations like that. Like, because how are you going to know? Are you going to, like, do a home visit and then look around and be like, all right, and then whip out your checkbook?
You know, you really just took all the sunshine out of that, didn't you?
Sorry.
Anyways, so Amazon goes, you never filled out something that basically said that your website is not interacting with people under like 13 years of... I don't know if they listened to the podcast and it was fucking like me saying cunt and all this stuff. And they're like, what about children?
So people who don't like cursing.
I don't know what it is. So now I got to
not like Amazon for...
Yeah, so now they made me feel all creepy.
Well, why don't you just say that you're not interacting with 13-year-olds?
Well, why don't they fucking ask me from the beginning and then not fucking come at me later like you never said that? It's like, dude, you never fucking asked me.
What do you mean? I thought you said they did ask you.
No, they just send me a random email out of nowhere going, you never said this. It's like, dude, you never fucking asked me.
Well, did you answer it?
No. I have until the 31st. Fuck you.
So what are we talking about?
I'm talking about them not asking the question and then coming at me like I'm some sort of fucking weirdo.
I think you're taking it a little too personally.
It isn't personally. You don't have somebody on the internet go, are you or are you not interacting with aimed at 13-year-olds? Yeah, it's fucking weird. Fuck you, Amazon, you fucking jerk-offs. Are you? Oh, what are they going to do?
Don't.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
I don't know.
The webs, what are they going to do? Not send me boxes of shit that I don't need? Fucking assholes. You want to send your packages by drones? Huh?
Do they really?
Yeah, a bunch of toilet covers flying past your fucking house. What? So they can save money so they don't have to have some guy drive it? You know what? Fuck Amazon and fuck the fucking link. All right, Uber, everybody.
You are never going to have another advertiser sponsor you again. You realize that, right?
I don't do it because of that.
That's true. You do it for the fans, man.
I do it because it's fun. If you're dumb enough to fucking advertise on my podcast, just with my reading skills alone, I've already compared the Uber app to like fucking drug dealers. I don't give a shit here. I don't give a shit. I live within my means. I'm wearing tennis shorts.
Nantucket, you're such a rebel.
I drive an 8-year-old.
Such a rebel, Bill.
I drive an 8-year-old.
In your tennis shorts on the island of Nantucket.
You stop telling these maniacs where I am.
Oh, sorry.
That's one of the rules. You never tell them that. You leave them like, why is he wearing tennis shorts? Why would he be doing that? This guy's even weirder than I thought. I have to keep listening. Once you go, oh, he's on fucking Nantucket, then they go, oh, now it all makes sense. Now they're not listening. And Uber loses money. All right. Hey, guys, you like making great money, right? Here's a really cool opportunity I evidently had to share with you. Driving with Uber. Uber's that popular smartphone app that connects riders with drivers. I take Uber a bunch. Did you know that, Nia? I love them, by the way. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Nothing I like better than getting into a complete stranger's car that isn't regulated by any sort of government fucking entity. Hey, buddy, how are you? Let's roll the dice again. Some of them have really interesting stories as to why they drive with Uber. I'm fucking broke, man. I don't make enough money at my other job. Jesus Christ, is that interesting? They love being their own boss. Don't they work for Uber? They earn great money. Well, their cars are halfway decent. They must be investing it in real estate. It's easy to start. This happened because you're here. You just need a car and a license. Exactly. No other background check, is there? Driving with Uber. Got off on a murder, a technicality. Hey, welcome to Uber. Driving with Uber is great for anyone who needs flexibility. Parents, this is a really easy way to work around your family schedule. Students, you can make some extra money between classes. Doesn't that sound filthy? Now's the prime time to cash in with driving with Uber. You'll thank me for telling you how to get paid every week. I could be getting into your car when you drive with Uber. Call to action. You got a car and a license. Put them both to work for you and start earning serious life-changing money today. Sign up to Drive with Uber. Visit drivewithuber.com. That's drivewithuber.com. Drivewithuber.com. Huh?